Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Oh, here you go. Sorry, I turned on my camera. Okay, my name is Star. What is your name?
My name is Yoshioki Tamura. Please call me Yoshi or Yoshi-san.
Yoshi-san. Alright, nice to meet you, Yoshi-san. How are you?
So far so good. How about you?
Well, I'm doing great. Well, this is my first lesson for today. And did you eat your breakfast, by the way?
Oh, yes, of course. The Japanese time is 11 o'clock already.
It's already lunch, 11 so. There. Sorry for that. Okay, so it's 11 already there, so it's 10 here. Yeah, because I normally do not eat breakfast. Alright, so great. Okay, well, have a nice morning.
Oh, yes.
And...
Oh, yes, it's a nice morning, so...
Yeah. Did you get up early today?
Yeah, as usual. So, you know that I'm already a retired person, so that... And pretty getting old, so the old man don't go sleep, so wake up early, around 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's quite early. Alright, well today it's because it rains so heavily. So it's like, I feel like, I love to sleep more. But yeah, because it's raining. It's a good thing that I started my lesson for 10 a.m. here. Alright! Okay, so Yushi-san, you booked a lesson with the title, Most Important Meal. Oh no! We're talking about most important meal.
But before having a lesson, please introduce yourself. This is our first time.
Yeah, alright, so that's great. Okay. Well, I am Star. Yeah, that's I give a name. I'm 30 years old, and I'm from the Philippines, obviously. And, well, I love to talk a lot. So you have to, if you are going to say something, then please. Yeah, but I'll try to be limited as much as possible. And I love to cook, so if I'm going to ask about, because since we'll be talking about meal, so I might ask, foods that you cook, because I love to cook also. I want to learn that too. And yeah, I love to travel very much. And yeah, I don't have kids. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, I graduated Bachelor's of Arts in Communication, so that's why I talk a lot. Yeah, is there anything you can ask me also?
How
you have questions?
How many family do you have now?
What do you mean how many family? Like I only have one. You mean like I have my own family? And no, I didn't have. Because my partner actually died last year, 2021.
So
yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. So.
A year, and I think I get used to it, and that has been the topic. That's okay. I'm not satisfied with that. Any questions? I'll be glad to answer.
Nothing in particular, thank you.
Alright, great. So, okay, well, I guess, you're ready for the topic?
Don't you want to ask me something?
Because I'm afraid I might ask a sensitive topic. But, just a random thing, like, how are you? Like, what do you do? Yeah, but for some, about personal, maybe, it's up to you. Yeah, you can tell me. Because I'm afraid to ask. I don't know, I have this trauma, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because, in my previous ESL, because I'm not allowed to ask, some questions, because, but me, if you will let me, like, I like to ask a lot of things, but I wasn't allowed to ask before. So I'm afraid I'm not allowed to ask also. So I just let my students, share.
Please don't hesitate to ask
Oh,
especially the
thank
first time. So
you.
as usually the other instructors first time introduce each other. It's a common case. So and don't hesitate to ask everything. So
Thank you. Oh, well, thank you so much for that. It's just maybe I still have that fear. But yeah, where exactly are you in Japan?
mm, okay. My turn. So I was working for the NTT, the Japan Telephone Telegram Company, very long time. So almost over 4 decades. So
Wow.
and about 10 more years ago, so I perfectly quit my office. So and after retirement, so I joined the two volunteer groups. So one is take care of the aged people, and
Wow.
others teach Japanese for the foreign people. So I continue this kind of volunteer activity almost 10 years, and recently perfectly quit all activities. So anyway, I have a lot of time, but I don't have so much money. So my hobby is one of my hobbies is listening to studying the English conversation, because when I was young, I like to travel abroad. So far, more than 30 more times to go abroad, and that's why I need ability of the English conversation. So, and recently, one of my purpose speaking English is just enjoy chatting. So aged people don't have the opportunity to talk about young people like you. So and English is a very good tool for enjoy chatting conversation. So that's all.
All right. Wow, that's actually a good reason. Like, just enjoy learning English and just to, you know, talk to random people, right? In
Yes,
English.
and
That's
before
great.
I starting the lesson, so as I mentioned earlier, so I want to enjoy the English conversation, and I don't necessarily precise English
The
pronunciation
lesson. Mhm.
and
Yeah, I
precise
read that.
English grammar. If
Yeah.
you can get my notions, it's okay, even the wrong English. So recently I don't want to each
Be
time
corrected.
stop and correct English. So if you have a kind of notion, so after lessons, please using the chat box, and I point out my serious mistake.
Oh, okay, I just write it down so that later on I have a guide because I won't remember. I won't remember that if it will be the end. And yeah, I read also your other request, and yeah, I totally respect that. And I'm actually glad that you just wanted to, just get along with the conversation and doesn't want to be corrected a lot in the middle of the conversation. That's actually okay. Yeah,
Thank you.
so that you will gain your confidence. Actually, I do not normally do that. I do not actually correct the students in the middle of the conversation because they will, they will um miss or they will actually forget their ideas. So I just let them talk and talk and talk, because that should be the correct, like teaching. Like, just let your students say everything and just take note, and then at the end of the conversation, or if at the end of the lesson, that's the time that I'm going to say everything. But here, because we're using Skype, so I can just write everything, and then yeah, you can have a review later on. Anyway, you have two sentences to compare with. So yeah, I actually read your other request carefully because I'm teaching advanced one, so I really have to be mindful with the request. So no need to worry for that, Ishi-san.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah. And by the way, I remember my friend Yushi also, because I have lots of Japanese friends.
Okay.
Yeah, their father are Japanese, so I just remember him. Well, he's married now, but he's younger than me. Yushi also. His name is also Yushi. Yeah, I just remember. Alright, so that's great. Anything else?
Oh, no more, thank you.
Okay, so, well, I'm excited to talk about our topic, right? So the important meal of the day. What's the important meal of the day? What do you consider as important meal of the day?
In Japanese, most of the people the answer dinner is the most important food.
Oh, really? Oh, because I thought it's breakfast.
Yes, I know many of instructors say in Philippines people think the most important food is breakfast. It's very reasonable, I think. But in Japan, dinner is the most important food.
Wow, so it really depends, right? Because that was also like in the book, like so that's why I got scared. When I was a kid, I got scared. Like, oh, I have to get up early, I have to eat my breakfast because it's important meal of the day. But yeah, because as I grow up, as I grow old, I like to sleep more. Yeah, I like to sleep more, so I seldom eat breakfast. I do not eat breakfast. Yeah, but recently one of my friends told me, oh, it's actually okay that you do not eat breakfast because it's like fasting. But do you eat breakfast?
Oh, of course. So.
What do you usually have for breakfast, Ishi-san?
It's one pattern. So it's Western style breakfast I have. So then the slice of bread and hot coffee or some kind of fruits and cheese or
white cheese? Is that white cheese or?
It's a piece of handy cheese, so it's very convenient. One separated one piece. So and sometimes I drink milk. So anyways, very simple breakfast my family has.
Wow. So you didn't have to cook, right? Critically.
Yeah, yes,
Because
after retirement, I starting the every cook. So and most of the breakfast I made it, but it's not so troublesome. So just almost baking bread is just put in the gas range. So that's
just heat it up.
making a hot coffee is just
Very
wait.
easy
So
also.
yeah,
Yeah. At least, right? So it's not that really complicated.
yeah.
Wow, that's good. Well, me, I'd like to, before I used to be like that, just like you, like eat bread in the breakfast. But the problem is that whenever I have bread, bread can actually stay for like few days. So most of the time I cannot eat it. So yeah, it could be wasted. So I stopped it. But yeah, that's good. At least you take something for breakfast, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so here, look at the picture you see, son. Please describe the picture in 3 sentences.
Okay. In this picture, I can see the two children. One is the Caucasian boys and another Asian girls. So this picture is taken using the pretty expensive single lens reflex camera. So because this cameraman just focused the boys and next girls purposely a little blurred. So part of the girl's face hidden by her hand. So the location must be the classroom of the kindergarten. So it's lunchtime. Boys drinking the orange juice from the pet bottle, and in front of him there's some food. So that food put in the half transparent lunchbox. He has a very beautiful bronze and wearing the blue check pattern shirts. And next girls have black hairs and wearing the pink half sleeve t-shirts. Over there of them, I can notice the lattice windows. So over there of the lattice window, maybe the playroom in this kindergarten.
Wow.
That's all.
Wow, you have a lot of things to say about the picture. That's good. You describe each, objects you see. Yeah, and wow, you really mentioned the expensive
Thank you.
camera, right? Wow, yeah, I think so. And it's a very nice camera. Speaking of camera, I have to take pictures later on to be sent here in KI. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. Do you drink juice? You see some.
I'm not so much interested in taking the camera. So but it's there's a lot of convenient cameras so recently. So I just take snap pictures. So many of pictures. But
Do you have your own?
yes.
Do you have your own camera? Oh, good.
But just take the picture. I can't see my pictures. I just filed my computers. So it's maybe the meaningless time. So just take a picture is no meaning. So.
That's okay, at least, right? You have the passion of taking pictures.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
I take pictures.
Me too. I love taking pictures, actually. I love taking pictures of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I love taking pictures of myself. It's just that I'm not good at, taking pictures. Just little selfie. Alright, yeah, so since we're talking about meal, so you normally have that breakfast, the bread and the coffee. How many cup of coffee do you drink in a day?
Average is just breakfast. So sometimes I take another one time, maybe the 3 o'clock, the less time.
Alright. Well, me, I love to drink coffee.
Really?
Yeah, so that is why I ask you, how many coffee can you drink in a day? Like me, I cannot count. And also, I have also my candies, which is in coffee flavor. I just love coffee, but I cannot drink coffee early in the morning because I have my hyperacidity. So I am only allowed to drink coffee maybe in the afternoon. So I drink a lot.
What
Yeah.
kind of coffee do you have? So dripping or just instant coffee?
I do not drink 3-in-1 coffee. 3-in-1 is very famous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I do not drink 3-in-1 coffee. I only drink the pure black one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because that's, they said that that's also good for, having hyperacidity so that I won't be feeling that hyperacidity anymore.
Mm.
So
Okay.
yeah, just black coffee. Yeah, and then sometimes I add a little bit of powdered milk
Mhm.
and then yeah, honey. Honey.
Mm.
Yeah, because honey is healthy, they
Oh.
said. Is that correct? Is that true?
Sometimes I think so. So real honey is good for your health.
Ah, because I do not really know what's healthy and not, what food is healthy, what food is not. So I better ask. Yeah. So how about you? You do not use honey for like some of your foods?
Using the honey is very rare case. So for my way of drinking a coffee is almost black, but put in the just little milk, so the portion, and not so much. So I shared my wife, so the one small portion,
Ah,
half a half.
I
Yeah.
so is that instant coffee
No,
or
not instant coffee. I don't like the instant coffee. So it's take a pretty time. So but I almost doing the machines. Just wait. So I don't care. So waiting time.
hmm. Oh, that's good. All right, so you really spend time for that, right?
Yeah.
Mm. And well, also, me, it's like, well, there's also just the black coffee, so I wouldn't take so much time. Yeah, so that's it. How about for lunch? What do you usually eat for lunch?
Lunch is most of the case I have a noodle. Japanese noodle or Japanese buckwheat or sometimes spaghetti. So anyways, kind of noodle. So the noodle is a very simple cuisine. So and
Hmm.
lunch is for my family. So the most simple cuisine.
Noodles. Noodles is very famous in Asian, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Me, I'm also Asian. I love noodles also.
I like the
Yeah.
Japanese noodles, so-called udon. Udon is very delicious. I like the buckwheat, Japanese the soba. Soba is also uh, delicious.
Yeah, I heard that. I actually heard that soba. I am actually curious because I don't know much about um other foods, but I'd like to try. Yeah, and I'd also like to try on how to cook it. And you said it's very simple, then I might try that
Mm.
soon. Right? So, Yushi-san, you said that you already checked this lesson, right? Would you like to have a role play
Okay, no
in this
problem.
conversation? All right. So, yeah, I like role play also. So this is actually taken in, all right, in school. So I will be Mr. Freshman.
Okay,
Freshman
okay.
first. All right. Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Why is there an empty chair at the back? Where is Jasna?
Justina is now in the clinic, sir.
Why? What is the reason? Is he sick?
No, sir. He fainted this morning. He didn't eat breakfast before going to school.
That's bad. Did the clinic assistant call his mother or anyone in his home to inform?
His mother is working at a nearby drugstore.
Do you know her phone number?
I don't know, sir, but I can drop by at the nearby drugstores and inform his mother.
Then go and inform her.
I shall go now, sir.
Alright, great. So, questions. Do you have a question here?
Just now is must be some kind of disease. just one speak food make don't fainted. Just now is fainted, so that it must be the serious disease for him.
Well, I think also, I think maybe he doesn't really eat meal. That is why he fainted. Because, or maybe he doesn't eat for such a long period of time. That makes, and I think Jasner is too young, a kid. So kids when they're hungry, they don't have that much energy to be left. So yeah, I think that's so. Have you fainted because of not eating
I never.
meal?
So my diagnosis for him is he's children's diabetes. So maybe.
I see.
So have
So
you ever experienced the fainted just skip the lunch or breakfast?
I
Have you
see.
ever
That's
experienced
no.
fainting?
Never fainted because I did not eat, but I almost fainted because I was sick last January. I don't know. I was eating my favorite food at that time, and then the moment I get up,
Mm-hmm.
I feel dizzy. So yeah, I almost fainted. I don't know, maybe because I was sick. Yeah, then that was. I had a fever, like come and go, like I'm okay now, and then later on I'll have a fever again. So that's what happened.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand. You,
All right. So any
okay.
questions here for the words and
Ah,
expressions?
No question. Thank you very much.
You already comprehend the words, right? I
Yeah.
must say. Great. Well, I'd like to have more conversation with you, but unfortunately we don't have much time because I talk a lot too. But Nishi-san, I'm so happy that you're able to express more of your ideas. That's good. Keep it up. Keep it up, okay?
Thank
And
you.
I'm not going to stop you. Just keep it up. Just um, share all your thoughts, and I'm just here to just write it down, and then you can have a review later on. Anyway, you can practice that right after, right?
I will do.
So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much for today, Yushi-san. I hope you learned a lot. I also learned a lot, and I hope we can talk more about food next time. Right, thank you. I'll see you soon,
Bye
Yushi-san.
bye. Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too.